You ever wondered why in the book of Numbers, God has Moses make a brass serpent, put it on a pole, and have the people of Israel look upon it? Well, not only was it a test of faith, but it's also a foreshadowing of the Messiah. So here in Numbers 21, starting in verse 4, and they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. And the people spake against God and against Moses, Wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth this light bread. And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord, and against thee. Pray unto thee, the Lord, that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said unto Moses, Make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole, and it shall come to pass, that every one that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass, and put it on a pole, and it came to pass, that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. Now what's interesting about this brass serpent is that we find more information about it when we get to 2 Kings. Now here in chapter 18, starting in verse 3, this is talking about King Hezekiah. He did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all that David his father did. He removed the high places, and brake the images, and cut down the groves, and brake in pieces the brazen serpent that Moses had made. For unto those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and he called it Nehushtan. Now burning incense to it is an idiom for praying to it. So they started worshiping this brass serpent like an idol. So instead of giving glory to the Father, Jehovah, they started worshiping this graven image. And it's interesting because in the New Testament, here in John chapter 3, it says, we'll start in verse 13, And no man hath ascended up to heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man which is in heaven. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have eternal life. So now you can see that Moses lifting up this brass serpent was a foreshadowing of the Messiah being lifted up. So as the children of Israel looked upon the brass serpent were saved from the snake bites, those who look upon Yeshua Messiah are saved. The problem is that just like how people back then, the Israelites, started to worship and pray to the brass serpent, people are now lifting up and worshiping Yeshua as if he is the Most High God, instead of being the Son of God, the mediator between us and the Father, Jehovah. So here in 1 Timothy in chapter 2, starting verse 4, Who will have all men to be saved and to come to the knowledge of the truth? For there is one God and one mediator between God and men, the man Christ Yeshua. So there's one God, Jehovah, and one mediator, Yeshua, the Messiah. So he's the high priest, he's the mediator between us and the Father. There's only one way to the Father, and it's through the Son. Even in Matthew chapter 19, starting in verse 16, the Messiah gives glory to the Father. And it says here, And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Alright, so the Messiah gives all glory to the Father. He doesn't take it for himself. And so anyone teaching the Trinity or saying that Jesus is God or Yeshua is the Most High God, that's completely false. Jehovah is the Most High God, and Yeshua is the mediator between us and the Father.